So I'm going to preface this video really quick by saying that there's a ton of discs that I could review. I could review approach disc like a Zone or a Pig, because almost everybody's going to throw that type of disc. Or you could review a putter, because people are like, you should throw putters with clean form before you even think about touching high-speed disc.
Actually, before you even try to throw a driver, you need to be throwing a putter at least 400 feet on a frozen rope, and you need to understand that 90% putting in Circle 1 is just the absolute standard for saving strokes on the green, and it's the number one place where an amateur loses all their strokes in a round.
I'm going to make an argument in this video that the most important shot, generally speaking, to be making a ton of birdies is Circle 1 in regulation. Today, for everybody out there in disc golf land, I'm going to review the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is such a sweet disc, man. You don't understand. And I have a few different Thunderbirds specifically because I think they're so good. You can get a Thunderbird in a variety of plastics. You can get it in Halo Star, which is going to be extremely stable. You can get it in Pro. You can get it in Star. You can get it in G Star. You can get it in a ton of plastics. There's even Tour Series disc out there. Although they might be a little bit harder to find. I think Big Germ released a Tour Series Glow Thunderbird. But this right here is a disc that, in my opinion, it's just incredible, man. It just does so much. It makes me feel a little funny in my pants, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I don't mean in a bad way, like I've got an STD. I mean in a good way, like I saw something I really like. So obviously, if you're familiar with disc golf at all, you've probably heard of a Thunderbird. It's a 9-speed driver from Innova. It's a control driver. Probably a little bit less popular in use compared to the Firebird, which is their really overstable control driver. And maybe even a little less popular than the Valkyrie or the Roadrunner, which would almost be considered more like beginner friendly. The Thunderbird is beautiful because you can throw it down a fairway and you can get over on it and maybe do a little too much, but it'll gently guide you back with that subtle stability. It's like a father that was willing to show up to all your baseball games, regardless of how tired he was at the end of a long day. It's the father that put in some extra hours to make sure that you had a good bat and mitt to play ball with, because he was really interested in seeing you do well. He's gentle. He guides you with a subtle hand. He doesn't yell at you when you make a mistake. That's the Thunderbird. A Firebird would be more like a military dad that just brutally commands you to get back into the fairway if you overthrow it. And if you come up short, he's like, "Why did you throw in the woods, son? Why did you not commit?" That's the Firebird versus the Thunderbird. I would say that if the Firebird is Shaq, if it's obvious and brutal and mostly one-dimensional, then the Thunderbird is Dirk Nowitzki. It's got a little nuance. It's got a pretty sweet jumper, decent footwork, but it's still a 7-footer that can get the job done around the rim. Like I said earlier, some Innova players have used it to great effect. Big Germ in particular liked it so much he made it a tour disc. I've seen Cat Mersch throwing it before. I've seen some other people as well. I'd have to look at their in the bags to verify exactly who all has thrown it, but it's a disc that has some legs. It's been around since 2014. Not as old as the Firebird. The Firebird was approved like in 2000 or something like that, but the Thunderbird is still, it's been around long enough that it's developed a bit of a following. It gets you where you need to be when a T-Bird is not quite enough, but a Destroyer is too much. And if you told me I had to pick 3 discs to use, the Thunderbird would be an excellent answer to my distance driver on any particular course, unless it was just absolutely wide open. It's a wonderful fairway disc. It's a wonderful woods disc. And I would encourage anybody to try to pick up one, possibly used, and see if you can't get something out of it. Now, one of the good things about the Thunderbird is that if you really looked hard enough, you can find runs of Thunderbird that are as overstable, if not more so, than a typical Firebird. My friend Gavin has this champion Thunderbird that on the day of filming this, I hadn't had a chance to throw it, but he swore up and down it had ruined his perception of Thunderbirds. He said, "Man, this thing is overstable. What are you talking about?" And I'm like, no, mine is very workable, and it is. It's I've got several, obviously. I've got 3 different ones, and the Halo Star Thunderbird I use it's beautiful, man. You can throw it, you can bend it a little bit, you can kind of get over on it, and it'll kind of flex out. It'll take the torque of a forehand fairly well, and still fight out of it. It does a lot of stuff well, and it's beat too, so it probably more resembles what a Star Thunderbird or perhaps even a G-Star Thunderbird would be like, but it's at that point where it's just beautifully seasoned. Gavin throws it and says, "Wait a minute, this is not even remotely like this overstable Thunderbird I have." So at this point in the video, I think we all need to ask ourselves a rather difficult question, and that question is, are we ready for this sort of disc? Is this disc the mirror that we hold up against ourselves to validate our skill level? Does our ability to throw an intermediate, overstable driver such as this determine if we can actually have fun with disc golf? Or is it valid to use this kind of disc as a tool to better our game? Now, the answer that some people are going to give you is that you need to use a neutral disc. It shows you your flaws. You get out of it what you put into it. I think we can all afford to analyze ourselves from time to time. I'm not against that. I think we could all afford to video ourselves, and after all the obvious cringing of us trying to be an athlete when we're not, try to contort ourselves in all these various positions that they tell you to when you're trying to do a picture perfect drive. We can get over that, and we can actually try to improve, and I think you should. I think everybody that picks up a disc needs to observe themselves and try their darndest to correct the obvious flaws that they have. But what you realize is that after you watch yourself throw a drive and try to match what the ideal athletic form is, you end up looking like a misshapen alphabet in action. The letters are all out of order. You've got capitalized letters where they shouldn't be. And I guess what I would tell anybody that wants to pick up this disc is that it does have a place in everybody's bag, but depending on your skill level, depending on where you're at, it will serve a different role. For some, it may be a straight driver with a reliable finish, and for others, it's going to be baby's first workable destroyer. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can have fun at any level with this disc, but you have to set your expectations and understand that the disc is going to take a different identity based on your skill level, based on any person that puts it in their hands. So to answer the ultimate question of the video, should you go get a Thunderbird? No, you idiot! Go get a Firebird, channel your inner Nate Sexton, and support him on his journey to greatness and being a millionaire. Throw the thing 4,000 feet. Become a titan of the golf course.
All right, now for that special time, the fairway driver that rules them all, the Sexton Firebird. So nice for me for 400 feet or so. It is so trustworthy. Obviously my favorite disc that's ever been made. One of my most stable drivers, certainly my most stable fairway driver.